Going live.
We're live!
Yeah.
We're back!
We're back. Guys, it's a Friday and I'm not at work. And it's been 2 weeks since we've done a live show. And look what we've got. Been to the supermarket and saw, for Australia anyway, new from Old Paso.
New from old.
Yeah, new from the old.
Right.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Old Paso tortilla chips, corn chips, whatever, nachos. But we're just going to do a bit of a taste test as they are. So I'll wait for a few people to come on board. Hi guys, I've got some comments happening already.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
So we're waiting for all our tech gear to catch up with what's happening live. And it's always a bit confusing when you first start off with this, because you just never know what's going to be happening. So I've got to
always
go to
looking
my
away,
channel.
looking away from.
Sorry
screen.
about this. Yes,
It's all right. We'll get
checking the
there.
area. Okay, on happening.
Window.
Ah, it's
Oh, we've
happening.
got Lockie saying you, William saying hello, William saying love your YouTube channel. You're listening to some funky music.
I've got an ad.
You've got an ad going.
Hey, there we are.
And Graham's saying good morning. So good morning.
I'll turn the
you.
volume down. Good morning. Yes, good morning from Australia. It is 10:30 roughly in the morning here, in Melbourne anyway, and eastern part of Australia.
So we've worn black t-shirts again, and that means that our faces are slightly a bit bright. It's getting better than it used to be, I reckon.
Do you want me to turn the...
I don't think it'll make a difference. I think the camera.
Okay.
I think the camera will.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So, where's the chat?
Courtney,
Where's all the chat?
morning. William, I live in Adelaide. So half an hour behind. I won't.
Yeah. Hello, William. Thanks for loving the YouTube channel. Graham, good morning. Courtney Fielder, good morning. Lockie Smith, ha ha ha. William is in Adelaide, like Luke said. Okay, so guys, we're ready to rock and roll. Have you seen these on the
Hold that
shelves?
against him.
Have you seen them on the shelves?
I haven't. No, I haven't seen
You
any of
guys
this
seen them?
stuff. Any of this new old El Paso.
Lockie
Whereabouts is
Smith's
El
Mount
Paso?
Gander. Yeah, well, Mexico.
Well, yes.
Is there such a town as El?
But
El
I mean, I meant
Old El
more,
Paso?
more information, please.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Other than a brand name, I don't know if it actually exists as a place
I
as
would
well.
have thought so. El Paso. That's the old,
It does sound like
the
a
old
place.
Western gun-toting town.
Hi, Rishi Kamani. Good to have you back on board again. Yeah, so if anybody can tell us if there is such a place as Old El Paso, or if it's just a town, that would be good.
Yeah, I'll say that's looking it up.
I'm not looking it up. No, I've got to keep this happening here, so and things will just get too confusing for me. Let's open. Okay, they're obviously a base for nachos, but you can have them as the individual item. So that's where we're going to go with them today.
See what they taste like on their own as a base.
Yeah, get the boom 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 happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, corn chips. It suggests that they'd be good with fresh guacamole.
Yeah.
And obviously, however your preference for nachos is. So
Krispy is heading to Singapore today. You should hear the drummer.
okay. Ah.
Sorry.
Dark dots.
Oh
Geoff.
no! Oh no!
Look at
What
that!
is
Look
stuff?
at that! What have we got here? It just says original. So I have no idea what the original would be because I've never had them before.
No, we've always had the fancy pants one.
Yeah, so maybe it's like you would get in their normal hard taco chip.
Looks a bit like Pac-Man coming to get you.
Ah.
Your chip.
Yeah. Does.
Russell saying hello from Indiana, USA. Hello, Russell.
Hi, Russell. Oh, sorry. I've got to get...
Watch out for the ghosts.
Where's Luke?
Ah, got me.
Okay, yes. Enough with the Pac-Man jokes. Let's taste the thing.
All right.
A little bit of sodium happening. Pretty plain corn chip.
Yeah.
a good base for a nacho serve of whatever's your favourite stuff.
Yeah, it needs
nachos.
a bit of cheese, a bit of
needs
salsa,
It needs a
a
dip.
bit of guacamole.
Yeah, if you're having them just like that, you'd have to have a dip happening. But yeah, a really good base.
Yeah, that's fine. Are there any preservatives? Like, how healthy are they?
Well, they're corn chips, so they're going to be gluten free.
Don't like to pay for gluten.
So there you go. Yeah, sunflower oil looks pretty reasonable. I'd say that one is very typical of their hard chip, like in a taco, in their packs.
Yes.
I reckon that's pretty much the same thing in the shape of a tortilla.
I'm getting this.
No, not a tortilla, a nacho chip.
I can taste the chip. I can also, I put a little bit of moisturiser on just beforehand, and I'm also tasting that.
Does it have any artificial colours or flavours? Yeah. Chris, artificialness. I don't see it talking about anything. I'm sure there is. Packaged in a protected atmosphere.
And it's saying just add 1.5 cups of grated tasty cheese to make nachos. So it's just, oh no, that can't be right.
Yeah, it's looking like it's a pretty healthy kind of a chip.
Yeah. You wouldn't eat it as a chip, you'd make nachos.
Yeah, you'd turn it into nachos. You wouldn't want to get through a pack of those without something extra.
No.
They're a bit bland on their own, but they'd be perfect as a base. So, and that's what they're designed for. No, so they even put it in the name, crunchy nacho chips. So they're not trying to sell that one as something to stand on its own. But let's go for one that they are trying to do that with. Yeah, it does say preservative free.
It didn't stand on its own.
Doesn't. Oh, okay. Yes. Say no more. So yeah, tortilla chips, blue corn, and sea salt.
Blue corn.
Blue corn. Old Paso Mexican street market blue corn and sea salt can be used to create nachos with a twist.
I would say blue corn colour. That's the wrong colour.
Okay, and it says ingredients are the whole blue corn kernels. So they're from blue corn.
What is this blue corn? I've never heard of this.
No,
First of all, the picture's purple.
Yeah, I haven't heard of blue corn before.
Or maybe that's the normal yellow corn.
With a bit of bleach.
No, normal yellow corn that's mixed with blue. Yellow and blue making... No, yellow and blue don't make purple.
Yellow and blue make green.
What makes purple? Red and blue.
Red and blue make purple.
Maybe it's the salsa.
Yeah. Oh, we should make our own. William Ryan saying make our own fried chicken versus KFC fried chicken. That's a good idea.
Yeah, let's do that.
Might do that. Okay, so blue corn. Here's a bit of background if you're not into blue corn. Blue corn also. Okay,
Hoppy
Monster
maize.
Food Reviews. Hoppy maize. Yeah, in Mexico and southwestern United States. Okay.
Is it blue? Or is it like blue cheese where it's kind of the mouldy?
Hoppy maize. Yeah, I haven't heard of it myself. So it obviously is out there. And yes, blue. Okay.
Blue. There you go.
Thanks, Mr. Monster. Let's try and see what it tastes like. They've got salt added. And it does say on the back a little bit about the blue corn.
Regale us with what it may say.
Yeah, from the northern mountains of Mexico.
The northern mountains of Mexico.
A natural colour of the blue corn. It looks fabulous on platters when served with dips. I'm sure it would. So there you go. Let's see what it all tastes
I wonder if it's the same area where El Paso is.
Yeah, and look at the bag.
Oh, you ripped it? I ripped it.
Wow,
Oh.
check this out.
Ah, well, that's interesting.
Blue chips.
Well, they're
purpley browny.
But
actually.
yeah.
The colour on the front is purple. They talk about them being blue, and they end up being brown. They're really brown.
Well, the thing is, if you add too many colours, that's what you get, brown. That's the funny thing. You always get brown if you add too many colours.
Yeah, so...
William's saying, I think he's talking about the KFC, either the fried chicken or the KFC, or I would like to try making my own fried chicken. Make your own chips versus Smith's.
I do make my own chips. When we have a barbecue at home, we often slice the potato and whack them on the barbecue.
Yeah.
Have them like that. So yeah, I probably should show you guys what I do one day. Anyway, let's check these out.
All right.
Blue corn. Wow.
So you said with a bit of salt is all.
Yeah, it's got a bit of sea salt. I have another one.
Sea salt from the mountains.
Oh,
what's happening? Oh no, my computer's just shut down now. I'll have to read that.
I'll catch up with what's happening
I'm
here.
sure it will fire up again.
Has anybody out there actually seen these or had them? Because I believe they're new only to Australia and that they have been in the rest of the world, in different parts anyway.
I've never seen these before. No.
I quite like this one. So just as a straight tortilla chip, they're good.
I think it's been slightly salted.
Good stuff. Well, we're getting through these really quickly. All we need now is a bit of some nachos. Turn them into nachos.
Yeah, and a bit of
Have a complete meal.
Some what are the Mexican musicians called? The
Pudding boom.
mariachis. We need a few mariachi band players.
Yeah, we should have had sombrero.
Oh, I probably got sombrero somewhere. Where would they be? I reckon I do.
G'day, Borns. Yes, the Milk Boys are back. And Pudding Boom says they look burned. They do look burned, but they're not. They're blue corn. Russell Whitkemper, we haven't seen them. We sometimes get the hard shell and soft shell taco kit from El Paso. Yeah. So yeah, I reckon that these ones are like the hard shell in a chip form. I haven't seen any hard chips other than the standard corn chip. That looking. I've only seen that style as a taco shell. So I reckon that's all they've done with them. Right, we also have there's 3 of them. So Old El Paso in Australia got 3 available, and these are the next lot. And someone's trying to ring Luke on the phone that we're using.
I know they didn't ring. I know they
Cheese flavoured. So I reckon these might be my favourite.
Do you prefer soft or hard shell?
Soft or hard shell? That's a really good question. I actually would like either, and it depends what's happening. I like the crunch when you're having, like you add whatever vegetables and cheese, whatever you're having with your taco. But I don't mind the soft shell taco either. It's a nice, like a sandwich. Go either way.
I prefer soft.
Okay.
I prefer soft because my experience being in Mexico was that they only had soft there. I never saw any hard ones. So I'm sure there are places, but wherever we were, they didn't have them.
Yeah.
And I just prefer the soft anyway. There was a comment about Adelaide having a Mexican shop.
Yeah. Yep. William Ryan. So yep, lots of Gomez and Guzman and Gomez. There's heaps of Mexican places.
Do you feel like Taco Bell over here, which I think equates to Taco Bell, isn't really authentic, I wouldn't say.
No, and it's different from Taco Bell. It gets very confusing. It's a completely different organisation. We have a restaurant, Taco Bell.
Yes.
And in the US, maybe Canada, they have Taco Bell, was like a fast food outlet.
Right.
Out here, it's just a restaurant. You've got to go and sit and have your meal.
Yeah, you can't get fast.
No takeaway.
No.
Okay, tortilla chips, cheese flavoured. It's a bit like the whole Wendy's thing. We have Wendy's, but it's completely different Wendy's to what's in North America. Completely different. Just same name, different company.
Must get confusing for you.
Yeah, it gets very confusing. There we go. This time, cheese, tortilla chips. They call them yes, they do. And
So what's the difference between nachos and tortilla?
don't know. I don't think there's any difference. There was a little. No, yeah, shape-wise, these have both been triangles. The blue corn and these ones are triangles.
I'd look it up on my computer.
For those who are really into it, these ones were round, and if you were lucky, you got one shaped like a Pac-Man, like I did first up. So there you go. Wow.
So we're going from all the...
Isn't it incredibly fascinating
triangle.
that these things are now available?
Wow, yeah. This is great.
Oh, okay. Can pick up something different happening.
Russell's got to head off. See you, Russell.
See you later, Russell. I like them the best.
Well, they've got a bit of
oomph in them, and these ones
you got a bit more MSG or something like that. I got a bit of cheese.
They're also preservative free, so they're all reasonably healthy, so long as you don't eat too many of them.
What's your favourite dip?
Favourite dip from Courtney. Wow, these are good.
Depends on what you're having. I like my favourite dip if I was having probably not Mexican kind of base and nacho based chips. I actually quite like the old French onion.
Yeah. Yep.
Dad actually makes a wicked.
I make a French onion dip, which is light sour cream. That's your base, and then I actually now, which Luke may not be aware of, I cook up chop up your onion.
Mm-hmm. As in spring onion?
Normal onion, brown onions.
Yeah.
And cook them up in a frying pan. Bit of salt, and so then throw them in, and then oh boy, what do I do then? What do I do? It's been a while since I've done it.
Okay. Well, you've got.
There's not much more. That's
cream,
the main thing. You get the light sour cream base with onion in it, and a bit of parsley, and a bit of what's the other?
You put French onion soup in or anything like that?
Yeah, no French onion soup. What I used to do in the past was just use a French onion soup, like continental French onion soup. Pour the packet in, or half the packet, and that would be it. But now I actually make up the ingredients myself. So it's a bit of parsley, a few other herbs and spices, but especially the chopped up onion all on its own. And it just makes a wonderful, wonderful dip. So that's been my favourite to go with anything like this.
Right. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess I do like hummus and guacamole.
Yep.
And it depends on what you're having, really. But probably the safe go-to one is French onion.
Guacamole's good. I like guacamole, avocado dip. AFL team, I go for Melbourne. We get asked this every time.
It's because everyone loves AFL.
Courtney, you're a Melbourne supporter as well. That's great. Hopefully we do well this year. William Ryan goes for the Crows. And
Bournes goes for
Melbourne Bitter. Okay.
Bye, William.
Yeah. Hi, Gregory. Graham Welby, corn relish dip would be good. Yes, it would. It would. William Ryan, bye, William. I'm going to get into more of this. What's happening on your computer?
It's decided to update, so it's doing a software update.
Wow.
Good time.
How did that happen? Right when we were doing this.
Anyway, all good. 18 minutes to go.
These ones are really good. They are really good. I am liking them. All on their own. So not necessarily needing a dip.
These are gluten-free also, yeah, like you said earlier, the preservatives are free as well.
Yeah,
good.
They're nice and cheesy. I like them.
They're not like a cheese supreme though. Like if you went for a Doritos.
No, they're not as that intense.
No.
It's the flavour's there, so you can just sort of keep eating them, and they're not sort of whoa being hit by some kind of cheese.
It's a mild flavour, but it's nice.
Thingo, yeah. I like them a lot.
What's your favourite food of all time?
Lewis, my favourite food of all time. A roast beef dinner.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think so.
I think if we're saying all time, I'd probably go for like a roast boar.
Oh, okay.
But if it's more constricted to our time frame,
Yeah.
I like spaghetti bolognese. I think something.
Spaghetti, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, lasagnas are good on the second day. That's right up there. But I like my roast beef, and I like garnishes and on it, especially with a bit of garlic, and then and a few herbs and spices thrown on, salt and pepper.
How do you do your beef roast?
Well, I usually very slow cook with the meat. Very slow cook, so like on 100 degrees in the oven for hours and hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Cook already.
Yeah, maybe 6 hours at 100 degrees. That's Celsius, I'm talking about. And then just roast veggies, potatoes, pumpkin, parsnip, and peas. So there you go. And no sauces, as in tomato sauce, barbecue sauce. No sauces like that. Maybe a little bit of pickle with it.
What about gravy?
Oh yeah, and gravy. I have gravy. So yeah, okay, that's the sauce. But no tomato-based sauces, because I think they just rob the meat of its flavour. That's what it does to me. Oh, I will have tomato sauce with sausages, and with rissoles.
Yeah.
That's when I do tomato-based sauces.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, I stay away from the sauce. If you're having a meat pie, go for a tomato sauce or barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same.
So, but that's the same thing. It's like you've got your minced meat, ground beef, whatever you want to call it. So that's your base. So for whatever reason, when I have ground beef, ground meat, I have a tomato-based sauce.
You've had a couple of questions come through.
Okay. Just trying to catch up here. This thing keeps flicking around. Hey, Geoff, please explain the difference between Burger King and Hungry Jack's. That's Craig Walsh. Wow. That will take quite a while. But just very briefly, Craig, Hungry Jack's is a franchise of Burger King. It's the Australian franchise. And I don't know how many years ago, but quite a few years ago, there's a guy in Australia, I think his name's Jack Cohen. He bought that franchise from Burger King. But he also bought the rights to change the name. And there was some kind of deal that happened way back then. And so he branded it after himself. His name's Jack Cohen. He called it Hungry Jack's. So that's how it happened originally. Burger King, later on, down the track, decided that they would like to also have some outlets here. So this is Burger King USA, decided that they would like to have some outlets in Australia. And Jack Cohen took them to court and won the battle. So there were a couple of Burger King outlets at airports.
Yes.
A couple of locations around Australia.
Because it's not really Australia, it's like international airspace.
Yeah, so Jack Cohen won the legal battle, and Burger King, as in labelling, was completely taken away in Australia, and only Hungry Jack's, because of that franchise deal, is allowed.
I kind of like Burger King though.
Yeah.
There's not much of a difference.
Yeah,
but
there's very little difference.
And the burger, so they have Whoppers and but they probably, I don't know, do they emphasise flame grilled like they do with Hungry Jack's?
I believe so. Yeah.
No, maybe they're exactly the same.
It's very simple. I think we get, like even with McDonald's, we get different burgers, and they come up with different variations of what they do. So I think Hungry Jack's, we've got the whole, whatever the so-called gourmet burgers that they have at the moment. which are not available in the US. So,
what else you got there?
Vaughan's literally just the name. Yeah, that's right. It's basically just the name, but there's a whole reason behind why it is just that name, Hungry Jack's.
Well, I think Hungry Jack's does have some original burgers that are used in Burger King. They've got their own. They have got some of their. They use like the Burger King as its base, but then they've got some of their own.
Yeah, yep. I think Australia was the first one to have the veggie Whopper.
Okay.
And then the US followed.
Okay.
So anyway. So Anton Ego, best bakery and go-to choice. Best bakery.
I was talking to someone the other day and they said the bakery in Beaconsfield's really good.
Yeah, I think because of I don't know, Anton, if you're from Australia, but we have a lot of bakeries that are more local. We've got a Beechworth bakery.
Which is quite a big one.
That's one of the bigger ones. And then pretty much, well, they've got Baker's Delight, all those kind of places. But I tend to stay away from them. I go more to the local bakeries, which are individually owned, and cafes. Each town really has their own bakery here, so you go to your local bakery, and it's usually pretty good.
What else have we got?
Yeah, Graham Welby's saying the Hungry Jack's is the second largest franchise.
Right.
I don't know the name of the other one, but the other one is within the USA, I believe. So Hungry Jack's is the only one outside of North America that has a different name. Yeah. Anton, that's nice scent you hear. That's great. I'm glad you could come along, Anton. And Paul's doing really well on his channel. It's great to see other food reviewers happening in Australia.
Was that Paul who we spoke about recently? He wasn't sure about whether he was going to do it.
Yeah, good. It worked out really well. Do Australians, Gregory Kanopka, do Australians eat meat pie as much as a stereotype say that we do? Yeah, good question, because it is a really big stereotype. 4 and 20 pies, especially, that has developed around.
Yeah, 4 and 20 pies are like a single person meal. It's not a big pie. And it's probably something that people generally have more for lunch. I'm not saying that everyone would have a pie every day. It might be the kind of thing, well, for me, I guess, talk from your own experience, I would have a meat pie maybe once a month at most.
Yeah, and maybe even less for me. Our tradies, the carpenters, painters, etc., they'll often go out for lunch and have a meat pie.
If we've got food vans that go around to lots of places here, they'll often have pies, but they've also got sandwiches and stuff on it. But it is kind of that easy option, particularly when it's cold and you want something just a little bit warmer. Meat pie is a nice, easy, filling.
They're really good, and they're usually, well, who knows about the quality of the meat, but they seem to taste okay.
Yeah, it's kind of all the bits that get left over, I think, but yeah, you
kind of do wonder what goes into them, and there obviously are better gourmet type pies out there. Gavin Webber is back on board. Gavin has a great cheese channel, not a cheesy channel. Well, Gavin, you have a really cheesy channel because it's all about cheese, how to make cheese.
Not cheesy like us.
And Gavin's from here in Melbourne. Gavin, if you're still watching, we should get together sometime and review something, maybe something cheese-based. Don't know what you think about that. I think that would be great.
Oh, and he's giving you a bit of $2 cheese.
And we've got some real cheesy love. Okay. Oh dear. And Courtney says that sometimes eat pies for lunch for a week. Yeah, you kind of go on a binge, don't you, with a meat pie? Oh, because you often buy them in a half a dozen packets, so you get 6 at a time. 4 packs,
and
6
you get
packs.
a taste for it and go, I enjoy that. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, you don't often buy just one meat pie. You buy a pack of however many, and then they're in the fridge, the freezer, and you've got to get through them. So, yeah, go on a bit of a binge, and then you're over them.
Yeah, and I actually quite like, I don't know if the idea of a pasty is world known, as in whether states would understand like a pasty. But basically, it's a pastry that's got either a meat and vegetable filling. Usually a good pasty will have a bit of minced meat with a bit of potato and peas and that kind of a thing in it. It's just folded into a nice little pastry.
Yeah.
And that I would probably prefer a pasty over a meat pie if I had the choice.
Yeah, okay, yep, so would I. I prefer a meat-based pasty though.
Yes.
Because you can get vegetable pasties as well.
Oh, wow.
So meat and veggie pasty, yeah.
Yeah, I like that there's veggies in there, but it is more of a meat base. But it's not like a meat pie.
Yeah, that's right. Fit Angie is on board, saying a quick hi because she's at work. Wow, tat.
Working hard.
Obviously working really hard, Ange. So, yeah, okay. And Gavin says, yes, let's do a collab, a wicked cheese platter.
Ooh.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. Well, we'll be in touch.
Someone's going to work.
And we'll work that out. Anton's got to go do some work. See you later, Anton. And Courtney says, yes, bakery pies. Yeah, I'm with you there all the way.
Yeah, I think if you rather than ones you buy in a supermarket frozen, get a fresh one that's been made the night before.
Yeah, Angus beef, bacon, cheese pies. Yep. Okay, from Coles. Yeah, okay, do that if I have to. But yes, definitely my preference is for my local bakery. They do great pies.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Wonder what I'll have for lunch.
Oh, Angie. Angie's her own boss, so I can slack off.
Perfect.
That's a great deal. Very happy for you, Angie.
Doesn't have a whipping someone.
Yeah, no one to whip it. Get back to work. Well, I'm really getting into these chips. These are great.
My computer's only got 8 minutes on its update, so I'll be able to check back in soon.
That's why we're looking down here, guys, because the computer has decided to upgrade itself. Gregory, we have to make meat pie at home if we want them in the US. Okay, so not so available at bakeries, and I don't even know if you have bakeries like we would have a bakery. I mean, pretty much every suburb, every town will have at least one bakery. And sometimes even more.
I'm trying to remember when we were there. We probably didn't get a small town kind of vibe. Maybe there's more of a bakery kind of there.
Our small town's probably smaller than your small towns too.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they work in the US.
Yeah.
Or whether they're just fixed to more bread products that don't have, pies or extra things.
Yeah.
It's more just your basic bakery needs.
Yeah. Gensi Molina, are you going on a US trip? Well, I wish. That would be good. I know that VidCon's happening right now in Anaheim. So it will be happening here in September. Right here in Melbourne will be VidCon. So I'll be going to that. But yeah, going to the US... Well, yeah, it's a bit of a dream. I would love to do that.
We have been in the past. We've been to the good old
been there
US,
before.
But yeah, I'd love to. Problem is just getting the funds together. Sometimes takes a little while.
Oh, Gavin, your son are going to VidCon. Oh, in Oz. Okay. Well, I'll see you there, Gavin. That will be fantastic. Catch up there as well. And Paul is on board from That's Nice. Good morning, Paul. As you can see, Paul, we're getting into the tortilla chips from Old El Paso.
Yeah, these ones are good.
And we're making our way through this packet.
Gone through a few different. There's a nacho, which is more of your basic nacho flavoured chip for those that are just joining us.
Horns, are there any more details on VidCon at this point? Not that I am aware of. The VidCon people are all about what's happening at Anaheim at the moment, and it's a bit hard to get any details about what might be happening in Melbourne. But as far as I know, it's all happening, there's no problems, and it's all going to be really good. So, in fact, it might be totally yummy.
Right.
That's the other one we've been trying.
Got that
So-
colour.
So, anyone who's just come on board, this is what we're doing. You can get Old El Paso. I've got these new chips available for in Australia. Anyway, I think they've been in other parts of the world, and
These are the best ones.
so definitely the cheese ones. If you're just going to eat them as a chip like that, the cheese ones are best. The other two would be a great base on nachos. So yeah, that's what we've discovered so far. Gregory, pasties, okay, in the northern state of Michigan. And they call them Yupa pasties. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, well, we can obviously get Cornish pasties and different sorts of pasties, but I've never heard of Yupa pasties. Okay.
I wonder how that lives in.
And Lewis,
corn chip.
Lewis Raniger is asking, have you guys tried sombreros?
Sombreros.
Sombreros.
I've
Yep,
worn a
probably
one on my head.
As in
A sombrero.
No, this is with a Z.
Oh. Sombrero.
Sombreros. No. As you can tell by the
No,
way
that
we're
doesn't-
talking about it,
it
we know
doesn't-
nothing
It
about
doesn't
it.
sound very comfortable.
Because we think it's something that you wear on your head.
What are we? Sombreros. Have you guys tried? No, what is the sombreros?
It's obviously not that wide-brimmed hat,
No.
which I'm
Well,
okay, it's a sombrero. We
What
know
kind of a
that.
treat would that be? You wore a hat and everyone just came and ate it from it. Feel like those bowls where you put everything in and you just eat away, and when you finish, there's nothing left on your plate.
Now that could be a sombrero.
It's a
Maybe that's what you
It's a
mean.
great little Seinfeld moment. Nothing more satisfying than looking down and just seeing the table.
Lewis, they are Mexican burritos.
Ah.
Okay, well I didn't know that.
Well, hang on. But I thought burritos were Mexican.
Yeah.
So how do you get a Mexican burrito?
What's the difference between a burrito and a Mexican burrito?
Yeah, I'm curious now. It's kind of
Graham Welby, Pizza Hut. Or Pizza Hat.
the Pizza Hat.
Pizza
I think
Hat.
we better copyright this. we better get on
We
to this.
got something happening here. Yeah, okay. A nacho hat from Bonds. Yep. Mark Tadros. Hey, Mark. Wow.
Oh, my computer's died.
Computer's doing all sorts of weird things here. I'm so glad we've got a little phone happening.
Oh no, still plenty of battery.
Because we've completely lost the conversation happening over here.
No, so I've got to look on the phone.
Turkey Jizz Man, g'day boys.
Am I still? Yeah, I'm still a
And-
face.
William, did you just suddenly change your name back? Worst fast food experience from Hey Breasts.
What?
That's your channel name. Okay.
Oh.
And I've just splattered all over the phone.
The
Sorry.
way you said that made me because you didn't start with the name first, you finished with it. I really got confused. What's your fast food experiences? Hey, breasts. I was just like, what?
We're losing it here.
I like chicken.
Worst fast food experience. Well,
Worst.
there's been a few, and I think I've said this before. One of them was the Vegemite pizza from Pizza Hut, and also their 4 and 20 pie pizza. I thought they were both dismal failures.
Ah, look, I think there are times when you sometimes go through any of them. I reckon I've been to KFC once and got a bit of chicken that wasn't
Wasn't really chicken.
Yeah, well, it may have been chicken, but it had been sitting in the heater for a bit too long. I reckon it didn't look. I probably should have, rather than eating it and felt sick, taken it back.
Turkey Jizz Man says you've got a nice head.
Oh, thank you. Makes a nice icon.
Geoff, you cutie. Oh, yeah. Mark Tadros, I work at KFC and wanted you to do a zinger stacker. I think I've done the Zinger Stacker.
You'll have to have a look.
If you look through my KFC playlist, I'm pretty sure you'll find the Zinger Stacker there. Yeah, Bournes. Thank you, Bournes. Thank you. I have done it. I've done so many.
You can't remember?
Yeah, trying to remember everything that I've done.
Oh, what's a new one? Which KFC do you work at, Mark? Are you in Victoria? Do a drive-by.
Bournes reckons that was my most classic review. Ah, okay. Why? Why, Bournes? Why was it the most classic? I don't remember. What did I do that made it stand out like that?
Melton Caltex.
Ah, I'm not a slacker. I'm getting the Zinger Stacker.
Ah, was that your catchphrase?
Yeah, that was it. Okay, yeah, I should put that. Yeah, I've got to work on that.
Well, he's asking if you could do it again, but he works at the Melton Caltex,
Okay.
which might be on the freeway there. Yeah, well, putting a lot of pressure on you. Melton's a little bit of a drive away from us.
Yeah.
Evidently, it's quite hot there. It's so hot, it's Melton.
Wow.
I'd like to take
Oh,
credit.
you Melburnians get the joke anyway. I had to actually explain a joke to somebody during the... I hope
You have to go back.
I had to go back and explain the joke in the comments section because someone thought I was being racist. And it was about the... I'll think about it, what it was. But you've got to be so careful what you say on here.
No, people understand.
Yep. Altra, plans for the weekend. Plans for the weekend. No, I haven't thought that far ahead.
No, got to work.
Yeah, a bit of this and a bit of that. It was a classic because of all those close-ups and other brilliant editing techniques. Ah, wow, that's good. Thank you very much, Bournes.
I'll have to have a watch.
So, guys, check out the Zinger Stacker.
And there's also
Bit of
a
that.
new $5 KFC box or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I said that right.
Krish asking, what are the plans for your future reviews? Well, at the moment, just to keep it going like I have, I usually do my reviews around the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday. And occasionally one midweek. So I'm trying to maintain that, even though, as many of you now know, I'm working. I think there was a question going way, way back as to how the job is going, and the job is going really good. So, but it is keeping me very busy. So doing the food reviews, what I'm tending to do is do the review on my way home from work, and then edit it that night and have them ready for the weekend. So I've got tomorrow's video all done. But I forgot to take the microphone.
How does it sound?
Yeah, I'm using the GoPro sound.
That'd be right for one. One-off.
It's okay for a one-off, but yeah, it's a Nando's review. New classic, the loaded classic burger.
Did you have to go in store for that? That wasn't.
You have to order it in store. There's no drive-through. So yeah, in store, and did it, and I got it into the car. Put all my gear out, and there's no microphone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Anyway, I still did it, but that's it. Well,
My computer's almost updated.
GoJo review, Jack Neal. GoJo review the McGangbang. Okay, yeah, I should do that.
Does that actually exist?
Yeah, you got to make it yourself. It's a combination of different burgers. Yeah,
Okay.
from McDonald's. I'll just go back here. L. Denninson, have you tasted the gravy and potato balls from Red Rooster? No, I haven't. I've seen them out. I haven't got there to do that. Red Rooster, what I was thinking of doing from Red Rooster though is they've got a roast beef roll, I think it's called, something like that. And I was thinking of doing that.
Do people tend to be either a Red Rooster or a KFC kind of fan? Is that
No, I
the
think-
way it works?
Well, you tell us, but
Because I would tend to go to KFC and not Red Rooster. I would go to Red Rooster very.
most of the comments that I get when I do a Red Rooster review, why are you doing a Red Rooster review, Geoff? Because KFC is so much better.
Right. Oh, Red Rooster won't be happy to hear that.
So, yeah. I mean, guys, you're the ones who eat all this stuff along with us. You tell us what you think, but my preference would generally be for KFC.
Yeah, I like the Colonel
So,
and his crazy hijinks. Do they still use that Colonel in the ads? They did for a while.
the what? Sorry,
For the KFC ads.
yeah. What about them?
Do they use the Colonel?
No,
They're phasing the Colonel out.
I think I haven't seen too much of the Colonel lately.
Okay.
Graham, our plans for the weekend fasting after all these chips. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had
We're halfway through the packet. Mark Tadros, it's called the Hot Rod Box. Well, I've done the hot rods. There's KFC hot rods.
Is that the new $5?
Meat on a stick. No, well, you can always get the different boxes from KFC, but it depends. They've got this thing called a hot rod, which is like a shashlik.
Yeah, I saw your video.
Shashlik, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done the hot rods themselves. I think that was good enough without, because the box is just chips, a drink, and maybe a bit of mashed potato.
Okay.
The so-called mashed potato.
Is that a $5 box as well? That might be good value.
Yeah, at lunchtime, it's a $5 lunchbox.
There you go. Well, that might be good value.
Yeah, and after that, he gets family box, whatever kind of ones they are.
The big bucket of chicken.
Yeah, the big bucket. Chris...
Heart attack in a bucket.
Yeah, they are. But they're pretty good.
It tastes good.
Chris is asking for more Schnitz reviews. Yes, I do like going to Schnitz and making all sorts of Schnitz jokes. But
I'm giving you.
I always get totally schnitzed when I go to Schnitz. So... Borns.
She's going to Singapore. I'm saying she, but maybe it's a he. I thought.
Chris. Yeah. Going.
Chris is going to Singapore. I wonder what kind of food you're going to eat over there. Be interesting. Bit of KFC.
I think in Singapore airport there's a Carl's Jr.
Ooh.
That's something I would like to try out. I know there's a couple of them in Australia, but I think there's 2 in New South Wales and 1 in Queensland airport, and will be happening in Melbourne soon.
I remember liking Carl's Jr. burger.
Yeah. Borns, any plans to do more secret menu items? Do it with Luke, yes. That was a good idea. We'll have to do something like that. Courtney's saying Mr. Burger in the city. Yes, I've heard that as well, along with several other Mr. Burgers and burger outlets in the city.
I need to see who it was, but someone said
the 2 new $5 pizzas from Domino's. No, I haven't tried There's so many things to review, it's quite crazy. And right at the moment, like even just finding these things, there's so much stuff out there.
The new Old El Paso chips.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 7-Eleven to do the shepherd's pie.
Ooh.
Might even do that this afternoon on my way home.
I love a good shepherd.
Yeah.
No,
So getting back to the pie conversation, which we had earlier, 7-Eleven have, I think they call it Friday, what do they call it? Something Friday pies. They have, all their pies are $2 on a Friday.
Yeah.
So today, being in Australia, right at the moment, it is Friday. If you're watching in North America, it's still Thursday. But the pies are all $2 at 7-Eleven today.
Is that because they've been delivered on the Monday and now it's kind of getting to the weekend?
Yeah, the end of the weekend, they've got to move them on.
Exactly. Oh.
I went to a 7-Eleven about Thursday of last week, and I said, because I was going to do the review then, and I said, where's your shepherd's pie? I want to do a shepherd's pie. And they said, sorry, we're going to
Fresh out of shepherd.
Yeah, we're going to reload the shelves for tomorrow because they have so many people come in on the Friday after the $2 pie deal. So I don't know how they do their delivery system, but Friday's the day to get them. So, where was I with the questions?
I don't know.
Don't have Red Rooster in there. Yeah, Gregory, that's right. I think Red Rooster is pretty much contained to Australia.
Oh, really? I never knew that. I always figured it was...
Red Rooster, Oporto, and Chicken something or other, all owned by an Australian company, I think in Perth.
I just figured Red Rooster was American for some reason. Don't know why.
I think the tag is still on your shoulder. Also, it is. I know. I forgot to take it off. Do you like? Rip it off.
What, rip it off?
I meant to take it off. Doing it live on YouTube. But what are you doing on my t-shirt? Check it out, guys.
It's obviously new.
I am a YouTuber.
Right.
The jokes are so corny. Gavin, my wife Kim thinks you're great. Say hello.
Hi, Kim.
Hello, Kim. It's glad to have you here watching with Gavin. Are you enjoying some corn chips this morning like we are?
Someone's eating the blue ones. There'll be a comment you'll get to in a sec.
Oh, okay.
I saw it go through, but I couldn't see what it was.
Krish, oh, really? What terminal at Changi?
It's Singapore.
Oh, I don't know.
That is a big airport.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you where they are, but yeah, we're talking about Carl's Jr., everybody. Singapore Airport has a Carl's Jr. HJN, it says he's eating the blue corn tortilla chips right now. So there you go, someone's munching away with us. That's unbelievable. And Gregory, KFC is taking over the world. We saw 5 of them in Kenya.
Wow.
Can you believe it? 5 KFCs in Kenya.
Bravo.
Wow. That's pretty good. I wonder, because KFC is a franchise as well, you might not realise that. KFC Australia is a franchise too.
Yeah, but
owned by a different company,
but
not called KFC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But to get a little more context, 5 different places, like different cities, or all within one city, or
Yeah. Are they spread around Kenya or in one place?
yeah, just to get a bit of a sense of like whether you saw like just one near an airport, and then you flew somewhere else, or you drove somewhere else and saw it, or whether it was all kind of around one city.
Yeah, and Krish is saying that Guzman and Gomez and Nando's are at Singapore as well. So there you go. Because Guzman and Gomez are at Fountain Gate, just down the road from where we are here. Have you ever been to Guzman?
No, are they typically like a good Mexican experience?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's really fascinating. As far as I'm aware, they are both, or Nando's. Is Nando's Australian?
Well, it's Portuguese chicken.
Portuguese chicken, but I believe, or is that Oporto? Am I getting it mixed up with Oporto? I know that Nando's are global, but where did they originate from?
I don't.
Someone Google that for us. Yeah, don't know about that.
I don't think they're Australian. But look, I could be wrong. I know they're obviously Portuguese style chicken.
Yeah. That's the peri-peri business.
Yes.
And Oporto is the same.
But if you read they're often on the store, they write all the stuff about peri-peri.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's all a bit made up. I don't think it's genuine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's a bit farcical, the story.
Yeah, so if someone has a bit of information about that would be good. Young Brian Cullen, big fan from Adelaide. Welcome aboard, young Brian Cullen. El Chapo, where's Big Brian? Okay, you're having a conversation, that you guys. That's good.
Sorry for the...
Okay. Gregory says 5 different cities, not airports, for the KFC.
Yeah,
in
But we presume, so what you're saying is it's a bit of a spread, it's not just in one kind of city. So, yeah,
South Africa. Nando's is South African.
South African.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
That is fascinating. Yeah. Do I prefer Nando's or Oporto?
So what would the link be between South
Yeah,
Africa.
I wonder why.
Portuguese
why
chicken.
South Africa, yeah.
There's many Portuguese.
Maybe
to,
Portuguese people living in South Africa.
I don't know. Is there a high level of people situated in an area there? I don't know.
L Denizen. Listen here, L. I wonder, L. I wonder, what are you? Another Luke? Are you a Lydia? Are you a what other Lynette? L.
I don't know.
L.
What are they asking?
L. Do you prefer Nando's or Oporto? Well, depends what I'm having. I think.
Nando. Well, I prefer.
If I was going for chicken, like as in, I don't know if you can get whole, like quarter half whole chickens at Oporto. I think you can at Nando. You can at Nando's.
Oporto to me feels more like it's a Hungry Jack's, but just without the beef selection. You kind of just chicken.
It's about the chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a chicken shop. Or it's sorry, I shouldn't say Hungry Jack's. It's more like a KFC, I guess. But done in a different style. Does what's it, Porto? El Porto, whatever.
Oporto, yeah.
Oporto. Does that have like is that based on a heat with their chicken, or is that more? It's more just it's different types of burgers that are chicken based.
Yeah, it's more about the burger, the chicken burger. We call them burgers in Australia, not sandwich as in North America. So yeah, Porto's about burgers. Nando's is about chicken. Oporto is about.
Well, Nando's isn't just about chicken; it's about the peri-peri sauce.
The sauce.
About having a different level of hot sauces.
Okay, that's true. And yeah, and because of their sauces, I think I'd have to go with Nando's.
I think so too.
Because,
I think it's a better experience.
Yeah, tomorrow's review will be a Nando's review.
And you also get their chips.
The chips are great.
Ooh.
And it's just a fantastic. But tomorrow's review of the loaded classic burger, I think they call it, and the burger is just sensational.
The only thing I would say about Nando's is it's pricey.
Yeah, it is expensive.
It feels like it's
more expensive than a Porto. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, it feels like you should be able to get the same thing for about $3 or $4 less each time.
Yep. Okay, let's get back to this.
Sorry.
HJN. Have to try Guzman and Gomez, their quesadilla. I hope I'm saying that right.
Quesadilla, yeah.
Quesadilla are pretty good. Okay, I'll have to try that out.
It's not spelled quesadilla, but...
Yeah, the Mexican spelling and the English language just do not work. Krish, bye guys, he's off to Singapore.
Hey,
I'll have a great time, Krish. Young Brian Cullen, I'm finna go to Mickey D's right now. What do you guys recommend? What do we recommend at Mickey D's? Does that mean you're in North America?
Now you say North America they say sandwich, but what they've got Burger King.
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. Burger. But they're still called burgers.
A chicken. What we call a chicken burger, is called a chicken sandwich. So in America, a burger refers to the meat.
Right.
Sandwich refers to the meat.
So we're referring it to the
bun. Yeah. So a burger for us is about the bun. A sandwich, therefore, is talking about the bread, the toast, the meat, the bread that's not the content of what's inside it. Yeah. So a sandwich for American is a chicken burger, what we call a chicken burger, or a vegetarian burger. We call it a vegetarian burger, though, it's a vegetarian sandwich, because there's no beef in it.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right. So it's not about the buns or the bread.
It ain't about the buns for you American dudes.
There you go.
It's about the meat.
It's going to take me a little while to process
getting your head around this stuff is pretty difficult for us. Yeah. Wow. So yes, young Brian, what do we recommend at Mickey D's right now?
Now, what if,
Chicken Big Mac.
What if you made like a chicken, patty?
Yeah, well, a sandwich.
But it looks exactly the same as a burger. It's just got...
It's because it's about the meat. Therefore becomes a sandwich.
Yeah.
Not a burger anymore.
I think they're wrong.
Yeah. Big Mac machine broke, says Bournes. Okay. Yeah. Young Brian Cullen, if you're in Australia, go try out the chicken Big Mac. It's worth a try.
Oh, but sorry, what was the question about Mickey D's earlier? What's our favourite?
Well, I'm going to go... Oh, no, I'm going to go to Mickey D's right now. What do you recommend?
Yeah.
But Australians don't tend to call McDonald's Mickey D's.
Oh, I've heard it.
Yeah, you hear it, but it's more often Macca's.
Yes. Yes, become.
So if you're in Australia, a chicken Big Mac. If you're in America, you can ask for a chicken Big Mac.
So you're saying the McChicken is your favourite?
No. It's the Big Mac presented with 2 chicken patties instead of the beef patties.
You reckon that's the best?
Well, if you haven't tried it, you need to try it.
Go and give that a whirl.
Yeah, go and give it a try and see what you think.
That's lovely.
No, I'm not saying it's their best. I think their gourmet burgers are their best. But if you're after something a little bit more healthy,
I haven't done their gourmet burgers.
Yeah, they've got 2 or 3 now gourmet burgers. You don't have to go through the menu to work it out for yourself. They've got a couple of really good options. They're a bit more expensive, but they're good.
Okay.
Blake Bedford Palmer. I was just watching this for a few minutes without knowing it was live. Didn't know they made corn chips. Yes, that's correct, and they're new.
Well, Old El Paso.
Just to go back to the very beginning, these are all new to Australia.
New Old El Paso.
New and improved.
Yes. Oh, so they've never made chips before, never had them brought out yet.
For Australia, that's a new deal.
Right.
So I believe they have been in other countries,
I would have thought,
but not in Australia.
Okay.
Didn't know they made corn chips too. When deciding on a flavour, why not both? Yeah, you could go for the whole lot. Mix the whole lot in together if you wanted to.
Yeah, and then put cheese and salsa.
Yeah, for your nachos.
Yeah.
Why not? But if you're going to make nachos, you probably want to go, I'd reckon.
Go with the one that says nachos.
Go for the one that says it. Because they're a plainer one, and then you can add all your toppings to it. These ones have got quite a decent amount of flavour, and like we're doing at the moment, you can just get stuck into them.
Yeah, they're quite easy to eat on.
They're a bit too easy to eat right on their own. Bournes. Call it Mickey D's. Everybody else says Macca's. Okay. Blake, I think that is Create Your Taste all gone. Okay, I don't know.
What's that?
The Create Your Taste option at McDonald's.
No, I haven't. Well,
I haven't tried it for a while, but I hadn't heard that they disappeared. But anyway, whatever.
I'm sure that would be quite difficult to maintain.
Yeah, Bournes is saying my local still has it. So, okay, so they're probably still out there. Maybe just some places are not working so well. In New Zealand, it's discontinued, but they have a set gourmet menu, according to Blake Redford.
Well, I've done that in the past. Yeah.
Blake Bedford, sorry. HJN, I find that the blue corn chili are more brown. Yeah, that's right. It says that they're blue on the packaging. They've got a picture of them being purple, and when you open up the packet, they are brown.
What colour are they? They're the wrong colour.
They're the wrong colour, and their taste is a bit brown too, a bit tasteless. They taste brown.
Yeah,
that's probably a good way to describe them.
Tastes brown.
Very brown. Yeah. Yeah. Young Brian Cullen, any collabs? Yes. Working one out with Gavin Webber as we speak, because Gavin was on earlier, and I'll be in touch. And if you don't know who Gavin is a cheese connoisseur here in Melbourne, and we might do some kind of cheese platter, and he'll introduce me, and maybe both of us, to all sorts of yummy cheese. So there you go. So there you go, guys.
What do you think green tastes like?
What does green taste like? Vegetarian? Definitely not meaty.
Okay.
Green would have to be like peas and beans. And...
Yeah. Anyway, no, sorry.
Tell me what, though.
What to do with tasting brown? Oh, it tastes yellow.
But look, I reckon these ones, they are fantastic. The cheese flavoured are definitely one that you just eat out of the packet. Don't need to turn them into nachos.
Nisha's saying, have you tried our sauces and beans?
Beans?
Yeah, the old El Paso black beans.
Oh, okay.
Brown equals
Brown
meat.
equals meat, yeah.
I
Well,
agree.
yeah, okay. To me, brown, for that anyway, brown equals bland. No. What's that, Geoff? Have you ever slid in anyone's... Do you understand that?
Anyone's doing
I
it.
don't exactly know what's being referred to there.
No.
For maybe there's a generational thing going on there, but I do not know what that is referring to.
This is still referring to the brown, in which case you don't want to be slipping in it, probably.
Yeah, Blake Bedford, better than Doritos? I wonder. Made from the same tortillas in their tacos. Yeah, I reckon that one.
The nachos. Yeah.
The nachos is the same as the taco. So they're just a different shape. Oh,
Direct message.
okay.
Have you ever slipped in someone's direct message? What?
What?
I don't know. Hey, my computer's back. It's only been down the entire time.
Have you ever slid in anyone's DMS? Well, I slid in it. I still don't know what you mean though.
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are a bit out there at the moment. A bit like people say that I am on some of my videos. The jokes are sort of just... When the jokes have to be explained, you know that you've got to stop doing those kind of jokes.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a joke you have to explain. It kind of ruins it, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when they think that you're being racist about it. And say, no, I wasn't being racist. I was actually trying to be really funny. And you took it the wrong way. Yeah. That's right, Gregory. I'm too old to know what that's all about. I don't understand. Bournes, no, make more of those jokes. Yes, okay. Yes, they will keep coming, don't they?
Yeah.
They will keep coming.
The live shows are a bit different. You're kind of a bit of a different feel.
I had someone, and hope they're not watching right now, but I had someone message me and say, enough with the Trump...
Trump's gold.
American politics. Enough with American politics.
Oh, really?
So and because you get Trump support, and see, I've got to be so careful what I say. You'll get Trump supporters thinking that we're having a go at Trump. You'll get Obama supporters thinking just because we are laughing around the thing, whatever it is, because we mention the same words together, as in food and a politician, therefore we're having a go at the politician. But
no, I don't think we've actually made any political statements. We've mentioned a few little bits and pieces.
But nothing derogatory. Like, okay, commenting about somebody's hairstyle. It's, how far do you want to go with your being prejudiced idea? Or
yeah, look, I mean, if it's seen as us taking cheap shots at someone, maybe. But I actually think if you had a discussion with us, you'd be surprised at what our actual thoughts were regarding the politics in America. Yeah. So we're not so favourite one side or the other.
Yeah.
And I think I think we all can say that Trump sometimes says some odd things, but look, at the end of the day, if he's got good policy, then that doesn't matter. And I think, unfortunately, well, in Australia particularly, we get a very loaded message in Australia. but people should be thinking about, okay, what's the policy, and at the end of the day, is it going to be the end of the world?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Maybe if we end up in a nuclear war with North Korea, that would probably be the one thing to watch out for.
Hello, Abdallah. We're eating again. Well, sorry about that.
That's what this is about. It's always about eating.
That's Ramadan.
Okay. Well, oh, yes.
I had a few people.
That's okay. But you know what? But the problem is
Hi,
it's
everybody.
10 p.m. somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere it is now dark.
Part of the Ramadan is a feast, and just because we've got the lights in our little studio here, doesn't mean it's not dark. It's not dark.
There's a lot of jokes going on about St. Vincent and St. Vincent de Paul, and it's good to see you guys having a wonderful conversation.
What's that about?
I don't know. You got to go back quite a bit to work all that one out. So, yeah. So where are we going now? 9:42 p.m. And whereabouts is that, Abdullah? Because 9:42, that would be Thursday night. North America. You're in North America somewhere.
Right.
I reckon. Ohio! There you go. Ohio. Fantastic.
Ohio to you.
Ohio. Okay.
Yes, that's the problem with an international market. Is it's a different time all over the world.
Gavin is saying, can I ask where the term GoJo came from on your channel? GoJo? Well, it's all about names, and it's very simple. I am Geoff Oliver, and my wife is Jenny Oliver. So they're Geo and Jo. Simple as that.
Once you know. Just
seemed to work, and that's how it happened. Born's number 9:43 in Michigan as well. Okay, so same time as Ohio.
In Pittsburgh.
Monster Food Reviews, 9:40, same time in Pittsburgh. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's because I mentioned that it's an international market, so different times all around the world.
And Gavin is saying, does Jenny have a channel as well? She actually does, but only to watch videos. She doesn't make any. Sometimes you'll see her on Sunday's review. I went to, I don't know if you're aware, Gavin, of Redbeard Bakery in Trentham. We were up there last weekend, and I did a little video, and Jenny actually appears in that video.
Did you go to Trentham Falls while you were there?
No, we didn't go to Trentham Falls. Okay. Trentham Falls is a beautiful place where a bit of the movie was shot.
Yes.
Of Ellendel's Secret. So, there you go. Wow, the comments are flying thick and fast here.
Yes.
North.
Redbeard Bakeries.
It's 10:14 a.m. in North Korea.
Daniel, are you in North Korea, or are you just making a note?
We're watching from North Korea. Wow. I hope we have some kind of influence on the political situation there, because that would be fantastic to know that we've saved the world. GoJo Media saves the world.
Can I even watch YouTube in North Korea? I'm not sure that they would have.
I'm sure.
I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that they wouldn't have free access. Oh, Daniel's on the government board.
Yes, Gavin, great bread. You've got to be really careful at Redbeard Bakery, because, and getting back to the bakery question, which went back however long we've been on it, I don't even know how long we've been on there. Got no clocks around here, but someone asked about bakeries, and Redbeard Bakery is the bakery to go to when you're in Trentham.
So Daniel's saying he's on the government board. Does that mean you're like a consulate working in Australia, or are you actually over there?
Just like, What's
only people that can access the internet. So it's only government people that can access the internet. There you go. Well, hello, Daniel from North Korea, if you're in that country.
Wow.
Very
Well,
good.
that's pretty amazing.
I'd love to hear what your feelings are because you're the most
Well,
informed.
Everybody, we've got to North Korea.
Yes.
We're influencing North Korea right now.
Oh, they're
Everybody
influencing-
take note.
they're
We're going to
influencing-
change the world right here on GoJo Media.
They might be influencing us. He's leaving this afternoon. Can't wait to get out. So where are you flying to, Daniel? Where are you going to?
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, I'm finding this really interesting. I've never spoken to someone who's in North Korea.
Are you taking notes, Geoff? Yes. Someone's taking notes. There was a question back. I'm just trying to find a question that goes back a little
flying,
bit.
flicking fast.
Just while we're waiting on the North Korea thing to totally develop,
China then said he's really struggling.
we're going to be on the international news section of the news programs tonight. That we actually, guys, you are influencing world politics right now. Get into it.
Oh, so we're supposed to talk about politics.
We're trying to change North Korean nuclear policy. Their global reach is finally got to GoJo Media. They have made it, and they know that they can take over from here, and that we, in reverse, can do the same to them.
We're closer to North Korea than America is. You know.
There was monster food reviews. That's
so
right.
we're coming to you from Alice Springs.
Yeah. Kim Jong Il.
If anyone's got their finger on a button,
If you got your button on the moment, direct it towards Alice. We're live from Alice Springs.
look for a big
right
rock,
now.
a really big rock.
There's a great big rock. You probably better not blow that one up. There's a lot of vacant areas out there.
Oh yeah, no, don't aim for the rock. Just if you see the rock, you know you're in the
You
right
know
area.
that in that general area is Australia's nuclear weapons facility.
Oh, we're going to get in trouble for this. I wasn't trying to. I was just saying anywhere other than here. Oh gosh.
Monster. I'll get back to this question. Do you get American TV shows or is it all Australian? We get everybody's TV shows.
Yeah, a lot of American, a lot of English.
Yeah, English and SBS puts
We get world shows.
European stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, Asian, lots of Asian programs.
But probably highest influence would be American.
Yeah.
American?
Yeah. So any major...
Daniel's saying, watch what we say, there is a button. And remember, we're in Alice Springs.
Dear. I'm trying to get back into some kind of decent order here. Where did I get to? I've lost my place. I'm going backwards and forwards here so much. 1 minute we're in North Korea, the next we're talking about North American fast food outlets.
Friends and family, if in the next little while we suddenly cut off, either the phone's gone flat, which could happen, or there's been
if somebody's
if it's kind of shaking a lot, then you see a burst of flames.
you know that something's happened to GoJo Media. The North Koreans have come.
I'd like to apologise to all our friends, family, neighbours. It was our fault. Our international correspondence went badly. Oh dear. I think in that case you would definitely say we pulled a Trump.
Yeah. St Vincent de Paul, do we watch Joey's World Tour? Every now and again I do. There are so many food reviewers out there that to watch every single video from every single food reviewer, it's and then make your own food reviews. It's impossible. So yeah, I do a little bit of everybody.
Okay, you can retract your comments. There you go. Didn't know that. Oh boy.
GoJo,
Sorry,
Daniel Mersnick.
Right.
GoJo is number 1. I am a part of the consulate. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's great. I'm fascinated by that.
That is amazing.
You probably know a lot of things that would be very interesting. Not just
Don't say it now, though.
yeah, maybe in private. Maybe the DMS, a bit of direct message.
Yeah, a bit of DMS would do well right now. Gavin Webber, gotta go. Yes, and I'll be in touch about that cheese platter. That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be really good. Maybe Gavin, if you're still there, we could do it live. Do it live. We'll see. Anyway.
Daniel's saying, it's all good, we'll be safe.
Jasmine Quinones, hi Jasmine. There are 10 people in the whole airport. Wow.
Busy place.
Busy place, busy.
What part of North Korea are you in? That's one thing we didn't find out.
Yeah, is that the airport part?
Is there only one airport? I'm sure there's more than one.
Have I tried Burger Fuel? No, I haven't tried Burger. Another one on the list. Wow, so many places to get to.
Yeah, if my phone may die, so yeah,
okay.
you should just be aware. If
how
suddenly
long have we been on? Because we're down, are we? All right, let's wrap it up. Did you know that Columbus, Ohio is the #1 city in the USA? Abdullah, wow, Columbus, Ohio. Sounds like a good place.
Yeah.
Pyongyang International Airport. The plane is from the 80s.
It's not like the Austin Powers plane.
Yeah. Favourite TV. Just to warn you guys, the phone is dying. The battery is getting low.
I need it.
Sorry guys, we're just checking.
Oh, look, we don't know.
The battery is
It's
low.
not plugged in.
HJ, have a good weekend. Yes, Daniel. I hope it doesn't crash for your sake. Favourite TV shows. Wow.
I'm watching Lost at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yep. I just finished watching the first series of Inspector
Gadget.
Inspector, what's the name? Oh, you know, that's with the guy from Lord of the Rings, Elijah Wood. Elijah
I
Wood's
don't even
in it.
know what show this is.
It's a. Wow, the brain is not functioning too well this morning. You've got a cat in your backyard, Luke.
Evidently,
There's a black cat has just walked across.
That's not good luck. Particularly after all we've been talking about. We got any missiles?
I was going to say Inspector George Gently, but that's a different program. There's another program, and it's very amusing. Elijah Wood is in it, and he's like the offsider of this detective. It's not inspector, it's detective. Detective. And it's all about going backwards and forwards in time for about the last 100 years or so.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I will check that out because it's just fantastic.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, and it's Detective somebody or other's. Oh, I'm so disappointed I can't remember the name. I've been very busy with work the last 4 days, and I haven't watched any TV. Quantum Leap? No, it's not Quantum Leap. I will have to check it out. If you look up Elijah Wood and TV shows, I'm sure it will come up.
What should be one of the more recent things?
Detective something's agency. Anyway.
Daniel's saying the internet is good over in North Korea because no one's on it. just the government officials and tourists.
And they're all watching GoJo Media, Geoff.
And they're finding out something.
And they're working out...
Not just target locations.
Yeah, GPS coordinates. So now they've got that well and truly sorted out. They know that it's Alice Springs. Have I tried KFC's Kentucky Burger? Yes, I have tried the KFC Kentucky Burger, and it's somewhere in that playlist of hundreds and hundreds of KFC items that I've checked out.
It's not Dirk Gently's
Yes,
Holistic Detective Agency.
That's it. That's the one.
What is the name?
Dirk Gently's. That's it, everybody. You've got to check it out.
Is it good?
My recommendation is for everybody to watch Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
I'm not going to remember that. I'm not going to remember that.
It's it's a bit. The first couple of episodes are a bit. What is this? It takes a little bit to understand, not to get into it, but to understand what's going on. But it's great. I loved it. And it's a bit like watching, if you like watching Us, then I think you'll like watching that because it's similar kind of weirdness.
Right. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, HJN, a great show. Really good.
Gregory's saying bye. See you next time.
Okay, and we're going to go soon as well. Abdullah, yeah, we call chips Belgian fries in the USA. Okay.
First time I've heard that.
Yeah, yep. El Chapo, yeah, give it a watch, El Chapo. It's well worth it. Yeah, we call chips in Australia. Ireland Viz. We do call chips. It's funny about that. And we call fries.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit American. Do they call all kind of potato chip?
So what we're talking about is what we call a chip is maybe what an American would call a thick chip, a thick fry.
Thick fry. Yeah.
So we just call them chips, and we call fries only the narrow ones are fries. It's incredible the information that we come out with.
We do more gaming videos, Bournes is asking.
Do any more? I think we've only done one, and that was on the vlog channel.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
That one the London Heist.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
We've done the London Heist, and that's on the vlog channel.
We could do some others.
When will the next coffee and chat be on? My problem with the coffee and chat is that I work Monday to Thursday, so Friday is the day that I have, and I feel like I should do these live shows. So I'll have to wait and see about the coffee and chat. I will try and do one over the weekend. I want a totally yummy...
GoJo VR experience.
Oh, GoJo VR, okay. Well, if you go to my vlog channel and look up and search for the London Heist, there you will have your totally yummy GoJo VR experience.
Ireland, ketchup, like McDonald's, is actually different to tomato sauce we buy here. I honestly believe it's different, and that's why they call it ketchup.
Yeah, I think ketchup, when I've had ketchup, it's a bit more spicy.
Yeah, it
Just
probably
slightly.
tastes a little bit different, but I guess it's that kind of generic sauce that you would put on most things. In Australia, we would call it tomato sauce.
Yeah, tomato sauces and tomato-based sauces. So tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, whatever else, and then all different versions of those. They're the two main ones that I'm aware of. And then, of course, ketchup. Yeah. So some of them will be called ketchup, but out here you'll get ketchup that's just like tomato sauce.
It's all pretty similar.
Yeah, it's a real, I think it probably depends on the brand.
Maybe I do own a cat. Haven't noticed.
The black cat is really hovering, and we've been talking about North Korea. I think there's something happening here. That might be a North Korean cat.
It's just jumped the fence.
And it just, oh wow.
Obviously,
it's gone over the wall.
It's found some offence with what we've been saying.
Okay, Mark Tedros is back. We've been on that long, Mark, that you've had to go on and come back again.
Worked a full 8-hour shift.
A whole week has gone, and we're on to the next week's live show.
Will we ever get an Android?
Probably not.
Maybe a robot to help around the place.
Yeah.
I'm kind of locked into the
I'm locked
Apple world.
So, same here. I'm locked in, I'm afraid. So there you go. Okay, guys, we are going to call it at that because we've been on here. It must be an hour at least, or very close to it. Been really good. Sorry it's been 2 weeks since I got on, but I am back at work now. I work 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday. So I will try and keep up with the live shows here while I'm at Luke's place. We're going to review a couple of other items that I'll throw in during the week. And we'll try and keep up with the Friday reviews as much as we can. And the Galaxy S7 is good. Bye, sweetie. Yep. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jasmine. Bye, Bonds. Bye, Abdullah. I'm spitting everywhere.
I know.
Trying to get it out. Don't you love that YouTuber T-shirt? Bye, mates. Bye, everybody. Here comes the magic fingers. We've got to press 2 buttons at once, and somehow or other it works here. I can never work this out.
Finish, and then you got to hit something else. But I don't know if
finish, and it still works, and